counted from the pictures, and where I wasn't sure, I made a educated guess, and I had to do a lot of testing until I finally got it right. The same stitch with a larger needle is like kind of floppy, same thread, smaller needle makes it sturdier. Also, I love how these look on the grid pattern of my quilt. I'm noticing a theme. It's a damselfly, and I've just been on this obsession with knights, and here is my first damsel in distress, so I think I have to rescue her. I've made the main mesh, and I'm just not entirely sure how I'm going to construct the little attachment parts. So I'm moving on to my other project, which is making a tool roll to give to my dad for his birthday. I'm finally getting to use this beautiful fabric from Guatemala that I picked up in a little hippie town. This came from an old jacket, and I cut it off because I didn't like it on the jacket, but it goes perfectly with this, and I had a zipper laying around that happens to be the perfect length, so that's all coming together. It's nice to work on something that's really working, and hopefully in the background of my mind the solution for this crochet top will keep cooking and it will come to me when it's ready. I must confess that I've been lazy and I was making the lazy choice, and now I'm going to undo it and do it properly. Okay, so I did 8 rows of the mesh, and then at the end of the 8th row I did these chains along here, and then I started the 9th row from there. Haven't been formally trained in crochet of any kind, I'm just making it up as I go all the time. So I'm going to chain 5, that's the chain 2, the chain 3, and then I will triple crochet down into this point here. That's the way it's gonna be. So there I have my first little square, and I'm gonna do it again the other way. Chain 2, chain 3, triple crochet. I will chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then fold it up, slip stitch it to here. Cool, so now I'm at the end of that, and that looks a little janky, but okay. It's all waxy, so you might hit it with the heat gun to melt the wax into the fabric. This is the fabric without wax, and the fabric with wax. Much stiffer, more durable, kind of like leather, and apparently it just gets better and more beautiful with age. All the button fasteners are going to sit on the main seams, so like the shoulder seam, the side seam. I think a grid pattern will complement the grid on the front of the top. I'm also working with just leather scraps, so I have to make use of the shapes that I've got.
but I do like how the leather makes it feel even more like armor. It's also starting to take shape in kind of a medieval way. I want to wear this with a slip dress to counterbalance the vulnerability that I feel when I wear silk. It feels like a breastplate to protect my heart.
These are the buttons that you find on jeans.
A few months ago I saw Caroline Polachek perform live in Brisbane. I'd taken shrooms and I just sensed the energy from her was like this beautiful, wild, free horse in like the highlands. Just like the way that she was moving across the stage, so free and so noble, it was just unreal. Her presence was so magnetic and her voice was even better live than on the recordings, which is always like mind-blowing.